I'm Mike.
And I'm Adam.
And this is Stuff and Waffle. Two friends talking about stuff, and often as not, waffling with frequent reference to Bond cars.
As with most episodes of late, I'd like to lead in with a little housekeeping, if I may.
Please do. I hate a mucky room.
Indeed, yes. X-types.
Oh, I love them.
In particular, the black one.
Oh, that one.
That one.
Okay, yes, okay. You're discussing this one. Yes.
We have. As promised, I've finally acquired a photo.
Ooh. Right.
It's not the greatest photo because I was walking along quite a busy road. Well, not busy in terms of cars being there, more busy of people staring at me going, why are you taking the picture of a weird car?
They have no idea who you are.
No. So I'm going to send it to you now. It's got a new edition in this particular photo.
Oh, let me do some analysis here.
It's incoming.
Yeah, it is.
There it is.
Oh, here we go. Oh, it's bad, isn't it? Oh, yeah, there we go. Right, so the space saver's on it.
Yeah, that's new.
Yeah, that photograph's very interesting. It looks like neither of those two cars are parked. Like they've just met in the middle of the road, and neither of them will move.
What's really interesting is the sign that's behind them, suggesting perhaps it would be a good idea to park more sensibly rather than abandon your vehicles.
Yes. That's terrible parking.
Awful parking in front of a sign that says beware of children because there's a school.
Oh, dear.
Well done.
That's excellent bit of work, that. Yes, indeed. Right, so he's popped a tyre then, by the look of it, and he's got the 50-mile-an-hour space saver on there.
That's it. Yep, he'll have whatever Chinese tyre was on that will have gone bang at some point.
Will have gone bang. Yes, his ling longs or whatever they are. It will have gone. Yes,
that is a brand.
I know.
I heard someone refer to them as ling long slip-alongs. So.
Brilliant.
Yep.
Don't tell them; they'll adopt that.
Oh yeah. That'll be the strapline.
It will. So he's had the alloys painted black. Well, he's had the alloy painted black.
In fairness, the one that was on the driver's side front was black too.
I don't know if I can't see enough detail in that as to whether it is the original alloy has just been painted black. It probably is.
All right. So the saga continues. I'm going to have to get a better photo of the wheels.
Well, let me see if I can blow this up a little bit. I might be able to. Let's see. Will it let me?
It was the photo's of reasonable size.
Yeah.
But it's not. I didn't stand there and worry about the composition. I took it. I was mid-stride while I took the photo.
Absolutely. So yes, we are black with the cream interior.
Yeah. I assure you, there is walnut there.
Yes, bit of walnut, and you said the seats have the piping on. I can just about see.
You can just about make those out. Yes.
Yeah. Which denotes it being a Sovereign, but it is the diesel.
Oh, it is, and I would love to have got a photo. I would have loved to have got a photo of it running and with the owner in the driver's seat. So
yeah.
Well, and like I said as well, that the cranked boost and the smoke.
Oh dear. Yeah. It's not meant for that. I do not think that is an original alloy, although it does have a Jaguar centre cap. I don't think that is an original Jaguar alloy. They certainly would never have been black. From factory. No.
But only by accident.
Yeah, only by accident. No X-Type would have left the factory with black alloy. So that's been fiddled. It's not a facelift, is it? I can tell from the bumpers. No,
I'm pretty sure it isn't.
No, indeed.
But no, yeah, it's just it's a shame. Like I said, it's not in motion with its chap behind the wheel, because that way we'd, like I said before, we get not only the diesel smoke, but you get the vape smoke out the window as well.
Yeah, that's a good combination, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good look. And
looks good.
Don't forget the banging tunes.
Oh, of course. Yeah, he shouldn't be in an X-Type estate. This is the problem now.
It is a mismatch.
It is a mismatch, but they're so cheap now. They're being bought by the wrong people.
Oh, controversial. But
well, it's true, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's true. There are other cars that have suffered from the same problem. We've talked about this before.
But yeah, well, as promised as well. Now I've got a photo that will go in the actual Discord as well. I'll
very good.
Before this episode goes out, I'll make sure that's in there. So if you stray in there, you can have a look at the X type in question.
Yes.
And I'll keep on snapping. I'll get some better photos if I can get an interior shot as well. You'd like that?
There's something funny about the front bumper.
Oh, go on then.
It's got it's got a reflector on it. But they didn't come with that. Let me
That's interesting.
I'm wondering if it's got the bumper from a facelift on it. Let me have a look here.
I see. Go on then. I'll bow to your knowledge on this. I mainly just laugh at X types for things that fall off them, whereas this has got extra bits on it.
Yeah, well, it's certainly a bit odd. Yes, the facelift bumper had a reflector in that exact position, but the pre-facelift didn't. But you say that's not a facelift car.
I don't think so. I'm not putting the out on it.
Okay. The rear bumper doesn't look like the facelift. Oh, I don't know now.
Okay. Well, more research required.
The front bumper is certainly a facelift front bumper.
Okay.
I'm just checking some pickies here.
Yes.
No, because mine wasn't a facelift.
Yeah.
But yeah, see, there's definitely no reflector. The rear bumper, because I've blown the picture up now. I've got a really zoomed in view of it.
Mm-hmm. This has gone further than I expected it to.
Oh, I tell you, you get me on an X type. No, you see, the bumpers don't have the chrome, or on the sport or sport premium models, they were body colored. It doesn't have the kind of inserts.
Mm-hmm.
There were inserts around both corners on front and rear.
Okay.
From the bumpers, I think that's a facelift.
All right. Well,
which would make it a 2008 or 2009. I can't see the number plate, but you say it's got a private plate on it anyway.
I'm sure it had a private plate on it.
Yeah,
but I will. Yeah, I'll grab some more snaps. I see it almost daily. So,
and again, the side repeater, which is in the wing further back, just in front of the front door.
Yes,
that's clear. Yet the reflector in the bumper is orange, so they don't match.
Oh no! Look, I mean, it's just another aspect of it that looks a bit. Yeah.
looks a bit crap.
Yeah.
I'm saying from the bumpers, I think that's a facelift.
All right, and does that annoy you more or less?
It annoys me in equal measure.
Okay. I care not for it.
Yep. No, well, I do. That's the problem. I don't like them being messed with like that, but so many of them are now.
Yes, that has been what some would deem enhanced.
Some might deem that. I'm finding other pictures of them where that side repeater in the wing is clear and the reflector in the bumper is orange, so that may actually be factory.
Okay, right.
That looks like that's how they were.
Okay.
Yeah, indeed. Well, the grille is the telltale sign on that as to whether it's a facelift or not.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I'm not an X-type expert, but even I can tell the difference.
Yes.
So if I can get
Which means that if that is a facelift, those wheels, even though they've been painted black, could be factory. Although they look like sport wheels to me rather than what would have come on the Sovereign.
Okay.
And the piping on the seats denotes that it's a Sovereign. I can also, I think, see a third rear headrest in the centre, a little one.
Yeah, I believe so, yep.
That also denotes that it's a facelift car. because the earlier ones didn't have that. Mine didn't have that.
Okay, right.
So I think that is a 2008 or 2009.
Okay, well, I'm going to get better photos and hopefully not get caught photographing it by the owner because I don't want a conversation.
No. The rubber trim is doing what it did on all the bubbling and lifting under the windows. The rub strip that goes on top of the doors. I replaced all that on mine because it had got in a dreadful state. But that one's really gone.
You could, considering I'm not really I'm at the other side of the road from the car, you can see it a mile off.
Yeah, you can. They're in a right state. I did replace them on mine, but the only place I could get a replacement set was from Jaguar themselves.
Bend over, sir.
Yeah, it was. But it did make the car look a hell of a lot better.
Very good. Well,
yes.
Okay. Well, this saga continues then, I'm afraid.
It does.
This is not the end of the Black X type.
No, I want confirmation that it's facelift. I want to know if my deductions are correct.
Okay, we're getting a lot out of my school run. It's brilliant.
Oh, we've gone way deeper on that than is healthy. I
think. That's fine. I'll tell you what. We did housekeeping and in sort of standard fashion. It's probably about time I had a moan. So,
please do.
McLaren.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna do our electric car. It's an SUV.
Of course it is.
For crying out loud.
Oh dear.
All they've ever made is sports cars.
Yep.
They are a racing team.
Same is true of Lotus.
But part of me just thinks that McLaren should be better funded and not need to do this nonsense.
I don't think it's just funding, though. We've said this before. I just found a picture of it. Oh, it's horrible. I've said this before. I think it's because it's easy packaging. They've got to do an EV.
They have, but just take a bit longer and package it in a sports car. You absolute arse-hats.
I know they don't have to do it yet, but I think it's because that's easy packaging. They can get it out quickly. They can start earning money that they can put into developing the electric sports car. They've got 8 years.
Well, there's no launch date confirmed, but they said, it'll be by 2030. Like, well, great, it'll have to be, but
it'll have to be, and that will be the only car you can sell after that date.
But I don't get it because I see McLarens quite a lot. We live in you would argue sort of quite a rural area. Once you're out of towns,
yeah.
But you still see them regularly around here. We're not near a big city.
No, I see them parked in town quite regularly.
We don't have. It's not a hugely affluent area, but McLarens are quite plentiful in comparison to other cars in that price bracket.
I think there's more money in this area than there was pre-COVID.
Yeah, that's because everyone worked from home and went, let's move down here and jack the prices up.
Yes. Yes.
You bunch of bastards. Go home.
Yes, I know. We were here first.
Yeah.
That's very, as you say, disappointing, annoying, but unfortunately not surprising.
I just don't get it. It's like they are clearly selling cars. The Lotus argument was quite different, being this is going to fund bigger, better things in more of the sports car vein. Going, what are McLaren doing here?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I've read conflicting reports about McLaren over the last couple of years. I don't know that you say they're selling cars. I don't know that I mean, they're selling more than Lotus, I grant you. I don't know that they're selling enough cars.
Well, maybe that's it. Yeah, I mean, yes, if some are coming out of the showroom, that's great. But if it's not enough, then it's not enough. But
yeah, but I think, it's easy, isn't it, to do an SUV? It's easy. It's easy packaging because you've got all the space in the world, and they know it'll sell.
But
it will sell.
Oh, it will. Yeah, I don't doubt that. I just think the name McLaren, along with SUV, just.
I know, but we've got Lotus doing an SUV now as well, haven't we? I mean, it's the way they're all going, because it's easy, and I think it's a quick money spinner. I mean, Aston Martin have done it. They haven't done an electric one yet, although they're going to have to.
They haven't done an electric anything. I mean, they got close and went, no, stop that. No one will want that.
Well, I don't know what the reasons were for cancelling it, but they've had two concepts, haven't they?
Mm-hmm.
One got a bit further than the other.
I don't follow this train of thought on this one.
That is even less attractive than the Lotus one.
Well, what I don't get is because obviously Lotus has had its troubles, and
yes, that's a very diplomatic way. Yes.
Yeah. Lotus had its woes, and now, but in my eyes, that they're going for a huge relaunch. They've got the Emira and stuff coming out now to sort of start them off. And then they've got I can't even remember the name of the SUV. Like I said at the time,
Electra.
I was. Cheers for that. No, I said I'm just going to block it out until we get 10 years beyond it, and I can forget about it.
Lotus, of course, also do have a big, well-funded company behind them now with Geely, who have some good EV technology.
That's it, and I think what they're doing now is that they're going through an entire relaunch, really, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Yeah, they are, and they have openly said this is not where we're ending up. This is the first step on the road.
That's it, but I'm disappointed with McLaren for doing this.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
The technology that they have and the know-how that they have from building racing cars for decades. Come on, chaps, you can do better. You can package some electric gubbins in a sports car.
Yeah. It's almost like chuck this out on the market because it will sell.
Yep.
Meanwhile, we'll be beavering away on the sports car.
Yeah.
But if they're saying this won't be available till 2030, well, that's a bit late, isn't it? Because after 2030, they won't be able to sell anything else. So what's the point of selling this as a first step into the market when it's not coming out until you've got to be in the market? You've got to be all in by that point. Otherwise, you can't sell anything else.
Well, the gist of it was because obviously McLaren now have got the it's Goodwood started today as well, and it went up the hill, and I cannot remember the name of it. Artura.
Oh, okay. Bless you.
Thank you. That's their hybrid one, the V6 hybrid.
Right. Yes.
Which, oh God, correct me if I'm wrong. The sale of hybrids can go on to 2035, can't they? Under certain rules.
No, they changed that.
Did they?
Yeah, the last legislation that I've seen, unless I'm out of date on this, was that hybrids were being banned along with petrol and diesel.
Okay.
In 2030. They weren't. They did originally, in the original draft of the legislation, yes, hybrids were going to go on a bit longer, but then they changed it again and included hybrids with everything else.
Okay, well, that's fine.
So anything with an internal combustion engine at all.
Right. Okay, well, then they need to pull their finger out.
Yes. Which was my point. They do. And saying this won't be out till 2030, well, okay. But unless that's the only car you're intending to sell.
Yes, from the current car maker that only sells sports cars.
Quite. So that's why I'm struggling to see the point of it. If they're going to carry on doing sport, if the intention is to develop an electric sports car, supercar, whatever you want to call it, that has to be ready by 2030. So why don't you work on that instead of the SUV, which if you're saying won't be ready till 2030, what's the point?
Yeah, what else are you going to be selling?
You need to sell this alongside your existing cars for a few years to develop the tech, get the money in. If you're not doing that till 2030, the timeline's wrong. It doesn't make sense.
No.
It's going to be too late, unless they intend to be an SUV company and don't do anything else. I don't see the point. If they're going to unveil something now, unveil some concept drawings of a sports car.
Yeah, that's it. It's
because that will have to be ready by 2030 as well.
That's the thing. You surely, I mean, as much as I
unless
don't
they're
want
expecting that date to move.
Mate, well, that's wishful thinking.
Yes,
but I mean, a case of, well, if you want to do this poxy SUV, you do that now. Then you do your sports cars by 2030.
Quite, which is what Lotus have indicated. Quite. Do this now. Refine the tech. Get some money in for it. Put that money towards developing the sports car. So by the time the deadline comes, you've got a number of cars to take you forward. If they don't do it till 2030, it's too late, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
they're screwed. Then they can only sell that.
Yeah, that's not going to.
And if it doesn't sell, they're knackered. That's all your eggs in one basket, is what they're doing there.
That's it, because you've got. Lotus have at least, like they said, they've announced the. I can't even remember the name. Forgotten again.
Electra.
That's the fella.
It almost sounds like electric. Try and
Okay, I'll try and remember that. I'll forget that within minutes again. Don't worry.
It starts with an E, like all other Lotus.
But they've also announced the electric hypercar, haven't they?
Yes, they have.
Evija, or I don't know, stupid name.
Isn't it Avaya? I think
yeah, if you like.
Yeah,
it's not spelt like that.
No.
But they've announced it. We know it's coming. We're fine.
Yes.
That puts us back in our box a little bit when it comes to SUVs.
I know. That's a very confused timeline from McLaren. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense from a business perspective.
No.
Here's an SUV. We won't do it till 2030. Great. That's lovely if you've got that, but that's the only thing you're going to be able to sell.
Yeah, no. We're going to have to watch this space, because at the moment it's ridiculous.
It is, and they're not the only one. Let's not delve too deep into Jaguar, but they're another one whose roadmap is somewhat unclear, shall we say?
Yes, you are right. Yeah, many brands don't know what they're doing.
No, they don't.
Yes, I think it's one of my dad's favourite sayings. They're like a fart in a colander, doesn't know which hole to go out of.
There you go. That's a lovely turn of phrase. That such fantastic imagery.
Yeah, that's it. But you take his point there.
I do take his point. It's well made.
Yeah,
I think there's a lot of things going on at the moment, and I think car makers are generally. Their world has been really shaken up, hasn't it? Their very set in their ways world has been shaken up. I think they're terrified of these bans that are coming in certainly in the Western world.
Mm-hmm.
They're terrified of companies like Tesla and Rivian and the new breed of manufacturers that are appearing who simply didn't exist before.
Well, that's it, and along with the Koreans showing up, well-established brands. I mean, the Korean brands are quite established anyway, but they've still not been able to shake off that laughing stock thing. But now then, no such issues.
I think Kia certainly suffered from that badly, but since their rebrand and since their electric offerings have been so good and so well received, and they're so honest about what the cars are, they do their job extremely well. I think they are a much greater threat to the more
to the establishment.
The establishment. Yes, I wasn't going to use that word, but yes. than they ever have been before.
Yep.
And I think certainly Hyundai and Kia at the moment are second only to Tesla when it comes to battery and drivetrain.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
fair.
they're very, very good. They're very, very good. Porsche, I think what they've done is very good too, but it's different in a different way.
We've lumped the praise on them, which is, I think that's well deserved.
And of course, they are going for a completely different price point to Kia and Hyundai. They're hardly competing. So.
But I mean, we praised them for not going down the easy route, didn't we? So
yeah, and they haven't. And their battery and drivetrain probably isn't quite where Tesla is at the moment, but it will be, and they are excelling in other areas.
That's it. We'll let them have their. But they've got their different sectors, haven't they? At the moment, really, in the grand scheme of things. And by the time they bash out the electric Caymans and Boxsters, and I know we moan about it. There will be an electric Cayenne and Macan and all that sort of stuff. But it ain't first, and that gets them praise.
And they will eventually ease the world into an electric 911.
Oh yeah, no, steady. Can't do it just yet.
It's going to happen. It's
steady. You can't upset him. I mean,
I know. Easy does it with that. Slowly with that.
Yeah, you can't electrify the entire car. They went mental when the steering became electric.
I know.
Jeez. Oh, dear.
Take the engine away, they won't know where they are. But I do think this McLaren thing is evidence of them panicking, to be honest.
Yes. Yep, and considering all of the information that we've got out there, they've made this announcement, and all the information is speculation. All of the pictures are interpretations and renders.
Oh, they haven't got anything.
No, this is all just nonsense.
Built anything?
No. So yeah,
but the clock is ticking, as we've said before. 8 years.
Yep.
Unless they're assuming the government are going to weaken, but it will be a different government by then, hopefully.
Yes, please.
Yes. And if anything, I can see it coming forwards, especially with this drive to get off Russian fossil fuels.
Yes.
That has, if there's one positive to come out of that, it has accelerated Europe's desire to get off fossil fuels faster than anything else. He's done more to aid that than COP26 did. It's true.
It's quite funny, but yes.
It's absolutely true. He really has. And I think, if anything, that will bring these deadlines further forwards.
I can't rule that out at all.
And if more and more manufacturers do things more quickly, it's going to pile the pressure on manufacturers like McLaren. If they're the only ones by 2030 left in the market, which is entirely possible, or it'll be them and a few others, the small ones.
It's just, it's embarrassing. It really is.
It is. They're taking the, assuming it ever happens. I mean, like you say, all we've got at the moment is some pictures.
That's it. Yeah. Well, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Right. I'll tell you what. Then let's try and get back to something slightly more cheerful, shall
we? Okay.
Before I reel off some of the treats I've seen at going up the hill today at Goodwood. Not on hand. I had the feed on while I was working. I'm not allowed out of the house, am I?
Well, no, it's not advisable.
No. That would mean the customers have to piss off for more than 2 seconds. I was thinking
none of them listen to this.
Well, there we go. Well, that'd simplify life enormously, wouldn't it? Actually,
it would, wouldn't it? Yes, if they all went away. Yes.
No, to be fair, they're generally all right. It's just been hard work today. As mentioned before, the mini tinkering is imminent.
Oh yes, you have bits, don't you?
Yeah. So yes, it's soon to be in tip-top form. What I was thinking is, in terms of vehicles we've got at our disposal, the Mini, when it's in full tip-top health, would be quite an interesting comparison back-to-back with the Puma.
It would, wouldn't it?
Mm.
Yes, we have touched on this. Yes, it would, because they're the same age.
Yep.
I would suggest they're probably about the same price in the market at the moment.
Yeah.
And yes,
yeah, they're the same sort of type of vehicle as well. Small, nippy.
yeah, small, nippy, pretend back seats. Yes.
Yep. It's not that pretend. I have travelled in the back of that actual Mini.
Oh, okay. Very good.
Were
you asleep?
I was hungover at the time.
Oh, no, that's not a time to be in the back of a 2-door car, 3-door car.
No, I was a bit hungover. I was travelling only a short way, but I was being dropped off at a train station, so I did then have to catch a train.
Okay.
Which, yeah, so not a brilliant state of affairs, but I opted for, I reckon I can cure this by putting some more in, so I took a hip flask.
Oh, you kept it going. Okay.
Yeah, I thought
there is that approach to it. Yes, there is that approach. Yeah.
Just power through, just a little bit of whiskey, and I reckon I'll be all right.
It's a recognised technique,
and it was fine. It was absolutely fine. I was all right. It went in the good direction, not the bad direction. I didn't spend the entire train journey in the carsy, so it's all
that's good. You don't want to ask grim. You don't want to be. No, you need to avoid that at all costs.
Yeah, I don't want to be praying to the porcelain gods in a train toilet. Thank you very much.
That's hitting rock bottom. That is. Yeah, that's not winning at life.
No, that's questioning every life choice you've ever made at that point.
It really is. Yeah.
So back to something much less
yes.
horrific.
Are you suggesting something ahead?
Yeah, I think we should not only get ourselves together, the cars as well, drive all of them, and report back. I mean, if we were vaguely organised, we could record the thing at the time.
That would be very good if we could actually capture the moment. Yes. I, of course, have driven Mini Cooper because I owned a Mini Cooper.
Yeah, you had one.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, no, I think a fresh test wouldn't hurt, would it?
No, it wouldn't. No, indeed. And I'm sure there'd be no objection to you getting behind the wheel of the Puma.
Oh, splendid. Yeah, we can. I think we should make that so.
Have you ever driven a Puma? I forget.
Yes, I drove Phil's. Was it? Yeah, it was his first one. Yeah, I forget. He said.
Okay, that's right. You've not driven the current one.
I've not driven the current one.
Yes, you've driven an earlier one. Yes.
Yeah, I drove his silver one.
Yes.
Yeah, a reasonable amount actually. But like
a little refresher for both. Yes.
Yeah, I'd say because that must have been. I'm sure he'll correct me if I'm wrong, but that was probably about 5 years ago since I was behind the wheel of one.
Okay, fair enough. No. Yes, you need a bit of a reminder then.
Yeah. So
I wouldn't hurt for me to have a reminder driving a Mini.
That's it. So I think that would be an excellent use of our time, and
I think it would. Yes,
some good content as well. I think people would genuinely be interested in that.
It's quite an interesting match, actually, isn't it? And I'm not aware of ever seeing those two cars compared anywhere.
No, I haven't. And you think, well, surely they're like you say. I mean, they're even still now. They're roughly the right sort of price point of each other, and
about the same price.
Same size, same class of vehicle.
Very much so. Yeah, very much so. And of course, the Puma would have already been on sale when the new Mini was launched.
Years.
But I don't think I've ever seen a comparison, even from back then.
Right. So we're going to be trend setting here again.
I think we're going to be groundbreaking here, mate.
Perfect.
Yes.
That's good. Right. Okay. Then we'll watch this space on that.
We need to make that happen. That would be a fine day out. Yes.
Oh yes. Good. Right. Well, we'll have a bit of that. I'm looking forward to that already.
Yes.
Okay. Then let's touch on some Goodwood treats, shall we?
Yeah. Why not? Yes.
The one that we should probably follow up on the soonest would be the ProDrive P25. I saw that go up the hill this morning.
Oh, right. Okay.
Late morning, they sent it up. Sounded glorious. Looked glorious. Including VAT, 550,000 of your pound. 550,000 pounds. Oh, no, I just had to say it again.
Oh, that's quite a lot.
all gone.
Oh dear.
All gone before they'd even. I mean, weeks before Goodwood even happened, they'd all gone.
Well, we did know that would happen.
Yeah, so that's the thing. I mean, it looked so good.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dear, you're never going to get anywhere near one of those, are you?
No, it sounded so lovely going up the hill because it's got. Not only has it got the usual sort of Subaru sound, but it's got they've fitted it with a sequential gearbox on there as well.
Oh,
so
nice.
it's banging through the gears. I don't mean when I say sequential. I don't mean it was a straight cut gearbox or anything like that. They said they were because it's a road cut. They've still fit it with helical gears, so it doesn't sound like the demons are coming or anything like that.
Yes.
But oh my goodness me.
Nice.
Yes. And they didn't show a huge amount of them in the interior. I think some photos have since appeared, but it was super clean in there, like really simple. And they've kept it. They've not like filled it with screens or anything. It's very of its age.
That's nice.
Yes. So we said we'd mention it once it actually appeared. Because earlier in the week they did release some actual photos of it, and then it obviously the world saw it. I think that was probably a good idea to pop some photos out because there'll always be some, like we said, there will be some dickhead with a camera phone going, "Oh, put a photo up."
Oh, it's going to happen, isn't it? You can't stop it these days, so you might as well just go with it and put your own pictures up. Yes,
that's it. Just preempt it and be done with it. So, I'd love one, but no one can have them because they're all gone. And
you couldn't sell enough things. I mean, even organs to get to that figure. I don't think.
That's it. And I tell you what, they've been so sensible. They could have gone nuts with it, but they've. I mean, I say they could have gone. It's still 400 horsepower, but
it's enough.
It certainly. I mean, not according to piston heads. That'll be dangerously slow.
Well, they have their own thoughts on these things.
Yes, but my goodness me, yes, we'll have that. I just think it was so well done, and I'm glad it was ProDrive that did it because I don't think anyone else would have shown such restraint. And
no, the temptation to go bonkers with that must have been immense.
Yes, so, but it really looks the part.
Yeah.
Sounds the part, and that's oh my goodness me. And now when I look at it now, because when we said about it before, it doesn't have the gold wheels, and go no, it doesn't. Whereas the 22B did. They're not. They're grey, sort of gunmetal grey.
We speculated on that when we saw the drawings.
They're more akin to the wheels that were on the Impreza P1.
Okay. Yeah,
but still the two-door one. But yeah, it's very simple. The size is increased, but the style and color is more akin to them.
Okay.
So, and it does indeed come with the tiny wing mirrors, like the kind of homologation ones that were on the two-door rally cars at the time.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Oh, lovely.
Yes, we've had the perviness. Love a bit of that.
Oh, excellent. You were not disappointed then.
I was not disappointed, and I love it. There was some lunacy that went up the hill.
Okay, I haven't seen anything that went up the hill.
Ford have made a new super van.
Oh, no, I did see this. Yes,
fantastic.
I did see this. The electric super van.
It's an electric super van with 2,000 horsepower.
Yeah. That's going to tear your face off.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm thinking it was. Oh God, I know I should have paid more attention, but it was a busy old day today. I'm sure it was Romain Dumas who took it up the hill.
Oh, okay.
But it's wonderful. I've always loved the super vans of years gone by.
Just looking at it now, it's certainly not your average Transit.
It's not, but I tell you what, you can tell that's a racing sort of Ford, because you look at the way that they've done the rear end of that and go, right,
Yeah.
yes, that's a van, but those are the same styling cues that are on the most recent Ford GT.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Yeah, it's only just a van, to be fair.
Yeah, but yeah, I like that. I love.
I like the very stripped out cockpit. Yeah, it's like sort of some scaffolding with a couple of iPads nailed to
Oh
it.
yeah,
It's it looks like it's got all the same control systems that you find in the Mach-E, which I guess would make sense.
yeah. I would assume they've lent heavily on a bit of that, haven't they?
Yeah,
But
lovely.
yep, that I thought that was worth a nod because
Productivity accelerated, it says on the side. There you go.
yeah, I mean your deliveries would be there sharpish.
They certainly would when they don't order anything breakable. Yes.
Yeah, we'll have more of that. I think I really approved of that.
Reading some of the Ford stuff on it, they are desperately trying to talk about it as if it is, a real usable van in the real world.
No, I think someone in the PR department's put an amusing spin on that, haven't they? I like
Yeah, I
that. I
think
like
they
that a
have.
lot.
Yeah. Yes.
No, I approve.
Software to track the health and security of your fleet. A fleet of them.
Wow. That's love it.
Maybe a company that specializes in transporting organs for urgent transplant. I mean, there might be a market there.
Oh, that's it. If you've got a heart that's being donated, you want it there, delivered there by a super van, don't you?
Oh, you do.
Yes, please.
You
Yep.
dine out on that story.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you'd never get bored of that. But yes, I think so much stuff has gone up there today, up the hill at Goodwood, but those two excited me the most.
That's looking good.
Yeah, so I'm not going to reel off everything I saw because that would be ridiculous. But yeah, those two are noteworthy.
I did see that Renault once again have the 5 EV concept on display there.
Oh, have they popped that over there? Have they?
They have. It is sadly still only a concept. Now, it's been 2 years since they first showed that.
I do remember it. Yes.
Make it. Just make it.
Yeah, get on with it.
What's the matter with you? That would sell just in colossal numbers.
Well, that's it, and they've got the platform, surely.
Yes. Well, they said up front it would be everything out of the Zoe. So, and that's
we've all been in those.
Car.
Yeah,
indeed. We drove one around Silverstone. In fact,
I've only passengered in one, not at Silverstone on the road, but absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, they are. Take all of that technology and put it in the Renault 5 body. I mean, come on.
Yep.
Absolutely. Just make it.
Yeah, but
you'd clean
honestly,
up with that.
You would. And
why is that still a concept?
I don't get it. And Renault are one of the brands getting electric right. So just do it.
Just make it.
Yeah.
If you're listening, just make it.
Well, that's all right then. I'll tell you what, while we're on the slight electric theme, I know I said I wasn't going to mention anything else about Goodwood. However, they did send up the new Genesis.
Oh, I saw that. Yes, I did see that.
G80?
Something like that.
G80.
Yes, I saw a picture of it being unveiled. Yeah.
Yeah, they sent that up, and I'm stuck on it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I think part of me goes, yeah, all right, and then the other part goes, I don't know. There's some angles where I go, that looks good, and there are other angles where I go, no, take it away.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's the front that annoys me because it's got this sort of notion of grills. And go,
it has quite big ones. Yeah,
and you go, well, what are they doing there?
Yeah, I know what you mean. They're clearly going for the crossover thing again, aren't they? Because they've got the plastic trim around the wheel arches, and it's it's
well, they've got a selection of vehicles at the moment. The 80 is the one that is the big saloon. I'm curious whether that's going to shift. Because I don't know if Genesis is well known enough over here to shift.
I don't think they're well known at all.
No.
No. Yes, I'm just looking at the saloon now. Well, that's quite an attractive thing, isn't it?
But you still see what I mean about the front.
I do.
A bit of an issue there.
An enormous fake grille. Yeah.
Problem.
I don't know. See, for traditional car manufacturers, and Audi have fallen into this trap quite considerably. They want it to fit in, at least at the moment, with the rest of their range, which is still piston. So they put the big grille on it so that it fits into the family design.
I can see that, yeah.
But here, there is no rest of range to fit in with.
No.
So why do it? Why
That's
not just not, as I know, the look of Teslas is very subjective, but they have very much made it their own design language, and they haven't tried to make them look like piston cars. And I kind of think with this, when you can do something from the ground up, why make it look like something it's not? I don't quite understand the thinking.
Maybe it does come back to that familiarity thing. When do you talk about Tesla?
We're past that now, though. I don't think we need that. I don't think you need to make people feel warm and fuzzy and make it look like a piston car.
Because I mean, the early Model S had the front, which looked more like a grille, didn't it?
Did. Yeah, it had the black panel on the front. Yeah, and I know that was originally done to make it feel more comfortable and make it look like a piston car, but that was 2012, and they only ran that face for 2-3 years, and then they re-facelifted it and gave it the grille-less front.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was it, because it was 2015 when that came in, wasn't it?
2015, 2016, certainly. Yeah, it's about then. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was 2012. That was 10 years ago.
That was a while ago. Oh
yes.
My goodness me!
I know.
That was yesterday.
The Model S is now 10 years old.
Oh,
that's a fact.
Well, you can keep your facts, thank you.
It's bloody terrifying, isn't it? It really is.
Oh. Bollocks to that.
In my mind, that was 2 years ago. But,
yes.
Yes.
So, right, I don't think anyone's going to buy that Genesis. I don't. They've made a luxury brand for something that.
I don't think it's a bad-looking old Hector, but I don't think people know what it is. I don't think people know the name at all.
No.
No, I don't think. If you were to ask the man on the street, the man on the Clapham omnibus, indeed, what's Genesis? They're probably going to say it's either a band or that thing in Star Trek 2.
Mind you, if you've got someone who's really dedicated to the cause, they'll mention something Bible related, won't they?
Oh, I try not to talk to people like that. If at all possible.
You're not spreading the word then.
No.
No.
I am. It's a very different word.
Yes, not that word. No, that's fine. All right then. So we're sold on that. Well, no, we're not sold on that. We're sold on the fact that
it might be brilliant, but I don't think anyone's going to buy it.
No, I don't think we're going to find out. I think we'll probably get some interesting reviews from the media.
Yeah, probably.
And that'll be about it. Because I can't even remember who they had commentated on the Goodwood stuff today, but even they were like, all right, don't know what this is really. It says Genesis on a bit of paper. Looks feasible.
Who are they? Yes. I don't. They need to up their profile, I would say.
Yes, but there we go. I'll tell you what then. Do you want some absolute nonsense to finish off with?
Well, I've got a little bit of nonsense myself, but yes.
I'll tell you what. You go for your nonsense and I'll round off.
Oh, okay. It was something that I saw that made me smile. I think it made a lot of people smile. You may have noticed there was a couple a few weeks ago who won the massive lottery. 174 million or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Tick the publicity box, which is a questionable decision anyway. I certainly wouldn't do that. Nevertheless, I read that they had made their first purchase. You may have seen this yourself.
Yes, I know where you're going with this, but yeah, do tell everyone.
The most common first purchase, apparently, big lottery winners, is a Range Rover, which clearly shows absolutely no imagination.
No, that's true. That is you're being really unimaginative doing that, aren't you?
Yeah, it's just you just clearly don't know what to do with it. But this couple didn't do that. They went out and bought a second-hand. I think it was a Volvo V60 estate.
That's right.
That's £38,000 apparently they spent, which is still a lot of money, but not when you're suddenly worth 177 million. It's not.
That's it. No, that's someone who bought a car because they quite fancied that one, isn't it?
Yeah, a second-hand Volvo estate. I thought that was absolutely brilliant.
I'm assuming.
I thought when I saw that they ticked the publicity box and they were doing the champagne and all this stuff, I thought, oh dear, that money's going to be gone within 2 years. It's another one of those. But then I saw, oh, well, maybe not. Maybe not. A second-hand Volvo estate.
I don't know anything about them, but I mean, if I had to have a wild stab, am I going to say they are from the north?
Oh, I can't remember. I know she's a manager of a hairdressing salon.
Okay.
I don't know what he does. I think he worked for an engineering company, something like that. I'm not sure.
I was only going on the stereotype of being from the northern part of our country where they go, well, I'm not paying full price.
I'm not sure, actually. I don't know whether they were.
Okay, well, let's leave it as wild speculation about stereotypes all around England.
We don't need facts, do we?
No.
I don't think we need facts.
We like car facts. We know we've got the car right. That's fine.
Absolutely. We're very detail specific there. It was grey as well. I just thought it was really refreshing that they didn't go out and buy something silly. They actually bought something really sensible. The sort of thing you and I might buy.
No, that was good to bring that up. I had spotted it and forgotten all about it. Yes.
That was worth a mention because that really made me smile. I thought, yes, respect for that. That's good. I like that.
Yeah.
That money is not going to disappear as quickly as I thought it might.
No. That they are being sensible with their funds.
I wish them well.
Indeed. Yes. If you're buying cars like that, well done you.
Yes.
All right then. Yours was heavily car related. My little rounding off is tenuous because it comes from a car film, and this is a fact that I saw the other day, and I thought I like this. But it's got nothing to do with the car bit of it.
Okay.
Do you remember the sitcom that from mid-90s, Father Ted?
I do. Yes.
And you do remember the drunken old Father Jack?
Yes.
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 Yes. Played by the late Frank Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the tenuous link to a car film. Did you know that he was the uncredited prison officer that leads Michael Caine as Charlie Croker out of prison in the beginning of the film?
I did not know that, but I really like that.
There you go. That's it. I just thought that I'm going to throw that in, and we can end on a nonsense fact there.
That's fantastic. I like that. Well, the Italian Job's car heavy, so
that's it. That was my tenuous car link there.
Yes, I like that a lot.
Yes, I thought
very good. It is funny where actors turn up earlier in their careers.
Yes, I think
you get that a lot.
I think that was proper early in his career. I think actually first film.
Oh, right. Oh, very good. Yeah, well, that would make sense. Yeah.
So there you go.
Good. Very good. That. Well slotted in there. Yes.
That's it. Yeah, we'll end on that, and everyone can pop that in their memory banks and hope that comes up in a pub quiz somewhere.
Well, I think that's probably enough of that for this week. Check us out on all the various social medias and things. Thank you very much for listening.